Hello everybody, welcome back. Last week I got a comment that my video was too grumpy, so this week we're doing a decidedly not grumpy video, especially for that person. So you're welcome, you're welcome. I love knitting, as you probably all know, and I also really love weird things. Things that are just like a little bit kooky. So I thought today, why don't we have a look at weird knitting. So I went onto Ravelry and I did a very deep dive into very weird things on Ravelry. And I've come back with a collection of weird patterns or things that people have made. I'm just calling it Museum of the Weird. And it's a Ravelry bundle and you can have a look yourself if you want to, but we'll go through it now together because I think it's a fun collection of weird stuff. The things I'm looking for mainly are like, how weird are things, and did people actually knit this, and how, like, is it practical? I don't know, I think maybe is it practical is not a factor today. Let's start. I think the most famous weird knit, and I just wanted to start with it to get it out of the way, is the eyeball shawl by Stephen West. The eyeball shawl, very famous. It's an eye. It's an eye with, like, I guess these are eyelashes on the side that are brioche. And I did want to knit this at one point, but I don't really wear big shawls like that all that often, so I guess I'm glad I never did it because it would have been in my closet by now. You can tell that this was very popular at some point because it has 828 projects on Ravelry. And I like that people have done very different colors. So there are like the green eyes, the blue eyes, not that many brown eyes. Don't know why people don't like brown eyes. Brown eyes are beautiful. But also like weird colors, like this one is orange and yellow. So that's really, really fun. I like this one. This one's very sort of like spooky, scary eye. I like that one. Really weird. This one is pink. I like that. It's fun. That lady looks like she's having a good time with her eyeball shawl. I think that's a good thing. Okay, moving on from the eyeball shawl. Oh, did I do this? No, I have to go back. Okay, I didn't do this properly. I'll do this properly now in the new tab. Here we go. So this is the adult eyes sweater. It's kind of in the same vein. It's not an eyeball shawl. It's a sweater with eyes all over it. Now, my sister had tried to knit this a couple of years back and couldn't really get through it. The eyes just looked weird and sort of like not flat, really sort of bulging, and I think she gave up after a while. There's 91 projects on Ravelry. There's quite a few people who've at least attempted this. Hang on. Oh, my nose is itchy today for some reason. I hope I'm not getting a cold. I'm traveling this weekend. I don't want that. So this one looks pretty tame. It's not weird, very, very weird. I mean, it would be weird walking around with this. This one's already quite a bit scarier. It's got red eyes, so that's quite weird and kooky. I like that. Okay, I feel like people are not really deviating here from the pattern, so maybe that's a good thing. This one's nice. It's got different colored eyes on it. I feel like this is very different though, a different type of sweater. So yeah, really fun. I just like weird knits. Okay, let's click that one away. The next one, I'm sorry. This is just straight up kooky. It's a wine glass holder. And I did make sure this is actually knitting. I think a lot of weird things are actually crocheted, but I made sure to make sure that it's everything, like all the patterns are knitting patterns. And this is a knitted wine glass holder. It has 139 projects on Ravelry, so a lot of you are very interested in holding your wine. This lady is very excited about holding her wine. Yes. Oh, look at these people. Bob and Cindy love the wine holder. So excited. This one's fun. It's kind of like dainty, but at the same time, it's a wine glass holder. Yeah. I don't drink alcohol, so I wouldn't necessarily make this. I just find it fun. I could make a cup holder and yeah, it could hold drinks. This is the Fry Up bag. It's a bag that's like fry up. So it's got eggs and bacon. I think this is slightly less popular for some reason. It's got 13 projects, and just checking, a lot of people didn't actually make the whole bag. But this is a bag, it's different. Is this crocheted? Looks like it could have been crocheted. The quality of the photo is not very good. I feel like here someone tried, oh yeah. She's knitted it and has purchased or has picked out her lining fabric, but she hasn't put it together yet, and that feels relatable. I do that sometimes. I have a knitted little Bosch bag that's somewhere in the cupboard. The knitting's all done, and I've picked some fabric to put in it. Just haven't never gotten around to actually putting it all together. Yeah, this one's fun. It looks like a face. See, the eggs look like eyes, and then the bacon looks like mouth. This is a very small bag, and I think that's probably like a good idea. Do you want a whole big bag? That's a fry up. Sorry. Or do you want a small one? What's this? Oh, it's a bra. I mean, yeah, okay. Are these sausages for the straps? And then the bacon is the side parts. And then there's cutlery in the middle. Can I make this? Oh. Yeah, okay. Okay, nice. Next up. So this is probably not super weird. It's like a garland made with balloons, but they, to me, look like deflated balloons, which is weird. Why would you want to make a garland made out of sort of like deflated, sad? Oh, these are even worse, actually. Like really deflated balloons on a hat. Yeah. This just made me like, it's like the aftermath of a sad birthday party. But yeah, especially like the one has like a piece of string still attached and the others don't. I was just curious about this one, so I added it. And I think that's the whole, all of this selection is like, I was scrolling through Ravelry and I was like, what's this? And then that reaction would have like allowed something to be added to it. So this is also knitting. It's a cover for toilet rolls in your bathroom, and it's shaped like sushi. So you can have sushi toilet roll holder and then like a little mat, sushi mat, to cover the top of your toilet. Isn't that fun? Quite a few people have made this, actually. I think people were excited about toilet paper sushi rolls. Okay. Next up, we're sticking with the toilet theme. This is the Potty Mouth toilet seat cover, and it's got that like fluffy yarn, which just looks extremely unhygienic to me. But then at the same time, like, I'm half British. I had British grandparents, and they had carpet in the bathrooms, like with the toilet and also with the bathtub and stuff. So it's interesting choices that people make. This one has eyes. I think kids would like this. If you have like a kid that's like hard to potty train for the actual toilet, the real toilet, you could make a toilet seat cover with eyes, I think. That would either scare them or make them more inclined to go. So I've got a few kind of like lips patterns. This is more of a face. This pattern is, yeah, you can knit a face. And then, like, I can't even imagine what you would do with it. Like, maybe use it as a pillow, like one side of a pillow. But people just use it as a face. Like, I've knitted a face, and here it is in nature. I love this. Ooh, this person's made a blanket out of faces. And I love how the eyebrows really make the face. Like, this one's kind of just relaxed, and this one's thinking, a little bit angry. This one's really over it. This one is confused, I guess. This one's a little bit sad face. Oh, that makes me sad. Let's click this one away. So that's something you could do. Yeah, so people knitted faces. And yeah, I also like I feel like these faces are very well done, like good detailing. Like the nostrils and the nose are done very, very nicely. Really looks like a nose. So good job everybody. Let's go back, and then, so we had the fluffy toilet seat cover. There are also some fluffy mittens out of this. I don't know what this yarn is called. It's like the exploding type of yarn. Yeah, I think they're fun. I just added them because I was like, what? This is the Charlotte's Web. It's a kid's hat, and it's, I mean, it's obviously from that book, Charlotte's Web, but it's like a big spider web hat with a giant spider on it. I just don't know if I would give this to a child, personally. I think kids would like this, but do you want them, like, do you want them to go out in public? Because if you give this to a child that likes it, they will take it out in public, and then you have to walk next to it, which is meh. The other thing is, I'm not sure this actually warms your head very well. So maybe you could make this, and it's for like, if you have like a chest with dress up clothes, like stuff that's like purposely used for dress up, that would work. I'm not sure about this. It has 28 projects on Ravelry, so a lot of people did actually make this, either for themselves. MCC, this is like a grown-up person with that hat, and then there's another grown-up. It's interesting. Yeah, it looks a bit maybe for Halloween. Maybe it's a good hat for Halloween. Okay, here's another one. And I'm sorry, this is the ice cream hat, but to me, this does not look like ice cream. It just doesn't look like ice cream. So yeah, and I was shocked. It's the pattern's for sale, but there's no project, so nobody's actually attempted to make this. And I'm not shocked. This is not more popular, actually. But yeah, if you wanted an ice cream hat with ice cream that looks like a white dog poo, yeah, it's possible. It's all possible in Ravelry. So something that's like, this is like, I guess, a serious shawl. I mean, serious knitting's involved to get this shape. But I did like it for the shape, and it is kind of like a weird shape. This is probably not what people envision when you say the word shawl. So yeah, what am I going to say about this? I think it's fun, and I'm sure you can do like crazy things with the colors. And yeah, that's weird. So I added it. Oh yeah. I find like a lot of the weird knits are actually animals. This is a horse's head. So I guess this is very Godfather vibes. You could knit this and put it in someone's bed. And that would be sending them a message. So you can tell when something's weird if it has more forum posts than like things like comments. Or this one actually has quite a few projects. So people did make this. I like this one. It's the horse's head, but the head's a unicorn, and it has like rainbow colored hair, and it's white, and it's got the horn on it. So that's cute. This one's also really, really cute because she's got curly hair. This is so cute. This is, if you have like, because I've done this before for a dolly years ago. If you have like yellowish acrylic yarn and it's like a worsted weight, well, I guess you could do it with a woolen yarn, but it just feels like, I feel like the acrylic is nice because because it's plastic, so it gives a good sheen. Plus, if it's for a toy, you know, for kids, why would you waste valuable yarn on that? But yeah, you can pull apart the threads of the worsted, so you can kind of splice it, and then because it was twisted together for so long, it keeps that crimp, so it looks like you get crimped hair. So that's what they did for this horse. It's so cute. I like it. Okay. I like how some of them have like really detailed like bones and arteries that are still on the back, where obviously the head of the horse was chopped up. And I like how some of them have more like detailed tongues, like, oh yeah, this horse was really really sticking out his tongue when the head was chopped off, so that you can put it in someone's bed. I thought these were just cute, but it's called Weird Cats, so I added it. So this is Weird Cats. They're just really, what is this shape? What is their shape? Yeah, so it's like a kind of like a hanging ball shape, and then with a little felt face and buttons for eyes. And I feel like the buttons for the eyes for the cats really work, because if it's like a two hole button, you can make a slit and that looks like cat eyes. So I think buttons with two holes for this work really well. I just like the sort of assortment of colors. It's really cute what people make. Oh, this one has actual cat, like doll eyes. It's very cute. But I think I like the buttons better. Sometimes something that's less fancy actually makes it nicer. I guess I don't know what that is. This one was weird. This is the demi octopus. So it's really a pattern for an octopus, but it's just the octopus, and then you can add it to anything. Like here, it's on a hat. It's cute. I like how realistic the octopus is. And then did I see it on a sweater? Oh, I can't find it now. Damn it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's an octopus, and you can put it on different things. So, oh, there's the sweater. Here, it's on a lampshade. I mean, if I came to somebody's house and they had an octopus, knitted octopus on a lampshade, I would probably think, that's weird. Here is one on the sweater. It's kind of on the shoulder. It's nice. I think if you like, it would be nice if you're like on a low-key cosplay party and you're trying to be a mermaid and just don't have enough to add. You can knit an octopus put on your shoulder. I think that would be nice. This is more of a practical knit, but it made me chuckle. It's a dog chew no more leg cover. This is for poor doggos who have like had operations and keep picking at the stitches on their legs. They get little leg warmers. I just saw this one. And I don't know, but it just looks like this dog is ready for aerobics class circa 1986. He is ready for aerobics. He's gonna have a cigarette first, but then definitely aerobics class. Oh, this one's very hardcore weird territory. This is the snake in the grass socks. You know what I love? I love that somebody woke up one day and decided, this is what I'm going to make. This is going to be my legacy. This is like, people will be talking about this. Like, do you remember Grandma's really weird snake in the grass socks that she made everybody that one time for Christmas? Some people have actually made these and I like the effort. I feel like this lady didn't add all the detailing on the foot part, which is probably clever because now you can put them in shoes. And yeah, because this here, if you put this in a shoe, that's uncomfortable, right? You can't do that. But the other lady was a little bit more smart about it. This lady decided, I don't really like the grass so much. I prefer flowers. So she added lots of color, which is cute. Yeah. Snake in the grass socks. They exist. This one was also very, I don't know how to pronounce this. The hallucigenia caddy or something like that. It's like a caterpillar, but it's weird. And you can put your pencils, you can store this on your desk and then you put pencils in it and then the pencils become the legs of the caterpillar, I guess. Yeah. Ooh, someone saw potential in this knit. Someone decided, yeah, pencils are not my thing. I'm a knitter and I'm going to use this to store my knitting needles. And I salute that person. That was very clever. That was Zebby. So this always immediately, okay, we're going on a little tangent here, but this immediately makes me think, what other things did this person knit? Because they must be weird and wonderful. I can't find, I don't want to like go through all their personal photos. Anyway, yeah, I think the knitting needles in the caterpillar is great. What a great mind do people have. I love this. If you're doing low cost cosplay and you need a wig, but you don't want to buy an expensive wig, you can just knit one. It says flick knitted hat wig fun chemo cap. Yeah. These are fun and weird. Oh, fluffy yarn. There we go. See, you can use it for cosplay. That's what I was saying. Matching wigs, yes. So elegant. And it doesn't look like it's a whole, if you use like a thicker yarn, I don't think this will take you very much time either. How fun. 147 projects on Ravelry, so this is quite popular. Yeah. Do we see any fun ones? Wow, they're all fun, aren't they? Okay. Next up, I love this one. It's the La Pronda, the shrimp. And I don't know, but I love like knitted fish and shrimp things. So this one, I love how like the yarn sort of evokes the delicateness of shrimp legs. I think that works really well. These are just cute. What do you do with something like this is the question. And I don't know. It does have 747 projects on Ravelry. I actually have shrimp colored yarn, so I could make this. Should I make some for Christmas just to hang? See, I'm not the only one who thinks that. You can hang them in the Christmas tree. You can have prawns in your Christmas tree. I think a prawn on your Christmas tree is like generally more accepted. People would be like, oh, that's so fun. You have prawns in your Christmas tree, as opposed to, oh, you have an octopus on your lampshade. Yeah, these are just, I don't know. I just think these are cuties. Too cute. So we were talking about wigs. You can make a wig for your dog and use that same pulling apart yarn technique. You could brush it a little bit to make it go extra fluffy, like here. I really like that. I feel like that dog is enjoying that wig. I think a lot of the time people dress their dogs in little outfits and it's very obvious the dog doesn't like it. I feel like this dog is enjoying his little wig. Look. Yeah, I would get a dog just for this, really, to be fair. I think we've seen this probably, but I just wanted to add it because it is weird. This is somebody who's knitted with ramen. And you think, okay, you know, that's like a fun thing to do. But it's they then made it a pattern on Ravelry. And it's available for free. So if you have nothing to do this weekend, you could knit up some ramen. Or you could knit this pointed tongue and add it to things. So it says here in the message that this pattern was created during the 2020 quarantine to spice up your face masks as displayed in the photos. So this is like a face mask and the tongue was added. I don't know. I think if I was walking around in the supermarket and people were still masking up and somebody had this, would I be weirded out? Or would I think, yeah, that's a knitter with too much time on their hands? Probably the last. Okay, so this is really cute. This is a project by Amanda Berry, and it has like all these like miniature knits, and then I just love the lips. I think the lips are crazy. And you could like add, if you have like a cute sweater, you could like add lips everywhere. That would be so much fun. And weird. I love these. They're so cute. This is a French pattern, so I'll just butcher this French description. Une citrouille polyvalente. Something like that. Anyway, it looks like snake, but it's got like a orange head. It's like an orange with a long thing. And then you can use it as like a bracelet, maybe. Or here, you can use it to make sure that your yarn doesn't unwind on itself. And then in the description, it also said something with like avec une mèche plus longue pour un paquet cadeau. So you can make a really long one and then use it for wrapping around a present. Does this look like an I-cord with an orange attached to the end? Yes, but I think it's cool. It's French, so it must be cooler than, than if it was just in English, isn't it? This is a chicken butt pillow. I thought this was weird. Guess what? Chicken butt. Like, yeah, this is something you would say to a 10-year-old, I guess, if they're asking a silly question. But you could also make it into a pillow. It's got 4 projects on Ravelry, so it's not super popular. I don't think I would make this, but we're getting into skull territory here. These are fun. They're like little skulls. They're knitted in garter stitch and then with fabric paint, like puffy fabric paint, the skull faces were drawn on, which I think is a really good idea. You know, don't always want to be sewing stuff on things. Sometimes you just want to make it a little bit easier for yourself, so you just get some puffy paint, draw it on. I think these also can attach these to things like a cardigan or something. I don't know why I'm so sort of hung up with the idea of having a cardigan with things on it, but this is another one. This is, I think, it's just the chart with wasps. And I don't know, I just don't like wasps, so I would never make this. I think wasps are like my least favorite animal, least favorite insect. They're just so annoying, so annoying. It's like you can be having the best time. You can be out in the sunshine. It's a great day. It's maybe the end of summer and you're just having something nice to eat, maybe a little ice cream. You think, oh, it could not get better. And then the wasp comes around and thinks, indeed, I'm going to ruin your day. And that's why I don't like wasps. They're just assholes, really. Anyway, we've had some hats, but this is the brain hat. So we have the brains are inside of our head, but you can also knit some brains to show people how many brains you have, how clever you are. It has 2 projects on Ravelry, so it's not very popular. I like that this person made the brains pink. I don't know, actually. Are brains pink in color? Aren't they grey? It's called grey matter, right? I don't know. Maybe they are pink. I don't know. I don't look in people's heads all that often. This might be the dumbest comment I've ever made. Anyway, never mind. Next up, it's skelly sweaters. Everyday skelly sweaters. So this person seemed to have a lot of skeletons in their closet and decided these skeletons are cold. They need to be warm. So I'm going to knit them some sweaters. And the skeletons were very happy. Look, they're even getting hats. So they're very excited. He's so grateful for not being a cold skeleton anymore. Oh, they're going to their favorite place, the graveyard. So much fun. Look how excited this skeleton is. He did miss a hat. See, did you see that? He was missing a hand. Anyway, I guess these are just Barbie sweaters, but if you don't have Barbies, you have skeletons. You can knit these for the skeletons. Anyway, these are all the patterns. They're all on Ravelry. I'm sure there's like a million more weird things on Ravelry to be knitted up. If you include crochet, there's like even more, because I feel crochet is kind of leans itself more to making weird shapes. Although, you know, knitting is also, you can knit weird shapes. You can knit weird shapes if you wanted to. I mean, you can knit prawns. So basically that means you can make anything you want. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like. You could subscribe to this. I can't say that word. You could subscribe to this channel if you wanted to, if the mood, if you felt like it. You can find me on Ravelry as BraidAndTinker. You can be my friend on Ravelry if you want to. You can also find me on Instagram, BraidAndTinker, to keep up with my daily knitting antics. I'm not super active every day. I usually have a different rabbit hole that I kind of jump into and out of every couple of weeks, and that just leaves less time for Instagram, but it's probably a good idea anyway. So thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.